Get out of here, stupid, non-fancy throne. We need a throne fit for a king in here. There we go. Now just to fix up my decorations. Perfect. Let me sit on my new throne. Oh. Take a look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Amazing. Throne of darkness for the king of darkness. There's nothing else to do, you know? We've killed all the bosses. We finished the game. PvP, you know? We have literally never been defeated in PvP. I mean, riddle me this. How is it that we never ever had to craft Shadow Weave to craft the latest Dracula gear? You know, Shadow Weave is a resource in this game you craft for the last gear, for the strongest gear. We never had to craft one. We had so many from like killing other people while fighting, and yes, we were fighting people above our gear level, which is how we got like our Shadow Weave, you know? That's how good we are. But then again, the PvP standard is not too high on this server, so we killed all the bosses. We're pretty much amongst the best PvPers on this server. There's nothing else to do, you know? We got our Throne of Darkness. Now there is one place in V-Rising, a sort of a Valhalla really for the best of the best, you know, for the heroes, for those who want to push their PvP even beyond. And that's the only next logical step we have. Now this is that place, this Valhalla. It is called the V Arena. This, friends, is where every vampire goes eventually after beating the game, beating it on brutal, you know, as I did, as we did, beating it on brutal, you know, out killing people in survival PvP. This is where people hone their PvP to the highest possible limit and even beyond. Let us enter this place at last, as it is our right.
A brilliant concoction.
And so we have entered Valhalla. Look at all these players. Look at everybody in here making builds after builds after builds, fighting, perfecting their skills, perfecting their reaction times. There's all kinds of players, there's all kinds of builds. There's good, there's better, and there's the best, you know? And I am definitely not amongst the best when you take these people into account. Even though we wiped the floor with everybody in that survival server I was telling you about, the survival server we were on, I have no chance against a lot of the people in here. This place is literally only for PvP and nothing else. Welcome back, friends. You can call me Soul, and we are playing PvP today in V Arena. Now, as I've already set this place up, I'm telling you, this is where the best of the best fight, dude. This is no joke. Like, I've played a lot of my time on this game is actually in this server, and I am telling you, trust me when I tell you, there are people that I can barely touch, you know? Of course there's people that I can beat too, but you would not believe that the level to which everybody hones their skill on this server. You know, there's 1v1, 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s. You know, this server has everything, every possible resource at your fingertips, so you can create a build to fight with. So if you're not familiar with how V Arena works, it is fairly simple. You log in, you make your character, and when we press when we press tab, we will find a full inventory with the latest possible gear, the strongest possible gear out of all types, you know, because there's multiple types of strongest gear. You know, there's the one that gives you physical power, which I'm wearing, the one that gives you a weapon attack speed, the one that gives you crit chance, and the one that gives you spell power, essentially. You also have the 5 strongest amulets, every possible version of the elixir, you know, every elixir in the game, and every coating. These never get used up, they don't expire. You can also type commands for whatever blood type you like. It's always 100%, it never expires. It's always night in here, so no sun. You can have any weapon with any stat combination, legendaries, artifacts, whatever you want. All you gotta do is have the skill and fight. That is pretty much it. That's what V Arena is. No resource gathering, no tricks, just straight up fighting, open places, all kinds of arenas, huge, you know, spots for you to, you know, landfills or whatever you want to call them, for you to fight. And today in this video I am gonna showcase my build and we're gonna see some matches. So let's get right to it, right? Let's get down to business. Okay, so before we get into anything, I gotta show you, I mean, I don't gotta show you, okay, but I wanna show you what I've come up with. You know, it's probably not the best out there. There's still like a lot of things that I could learn, you know, and improve, but this is the build I'm rocking for now. So as you already saw, I got 4 pieces of the Dracula's Dread gloves. I mean the Dracula's Dread gear. You know, I'm wearing the amulet of Unyielding Charger simply because it gives me the movement speed. We'll get into that later. I have the elixir of the Prowler also for the movements, and I'm using all frost coatings on all my weapons that I have on my bar. So what is the deal with this build? Well, I have capped physical power. Attack speed is left as it is, no bonuses on attack speed at all. I have capped, I mean not capped, but as high as possible physical crit chance, and then I have as high as possible physical crit power. I got capped weapon skill and 20 weapon charges, 16% bonus movement speed, which is good enough. You always want, in my opinion, like in my experience here, you always want at least above 10% movement speed, you know, as close as you can get it to cap, because if you're too slow, like, it's a problem. You can't catch people and that's a problem. Now, passives. All right, so over here on passives we got Rampage, increases physical crit chance, you know, by 8%, and also we get more attack speed when we crit, but that's not why we have it, that's irrelevant. Lethal strikes increase crit power, and also you do more damage against it's pretty good for finishing people off, and you know, the crit power as well, we needed to cap that out. We got Turbulent Velocity, again, movement speed, very important. Cannot stress this enough. Feral Haste, also movement speed, very important. And then Overpower, we got the increased weapon charges by 6 and the cooldown rate, which is not what I'm after, but the weapon charges. Why? Because if we do quick maths, you know, without it I'd have -6. That would make it 14 weapon charges per weapon use ability. Now if you don't know how this works, basically you use an ability, you get your weapon charges, right? When you get 100 weapon charges, you get a free cast. So I got 63, 84, 105. Now I'm charged. Now the next ability I cast is not gonna invoke a cooldown, which means free cast, you know, I get to cast again. That's pretty much it. Now without that passive, I cannot get there in 5 weapon skill uses. I have to go for like 6 or 7, I forgot what the math is. So basically, like, that makes it in 5 skill uses. As for my abilities, we got Mist Trance and we got Frost Barrier. We also got the Merciless Charge. For my weapon choice, We can see it all on my bar here. I got 2 types of daggers. So because of the coatings, when you attack something with a coating, here we go. When we attack something with the coating, it applies the coating on there. However, that coating goes on a cooldown. 16-second cooldown. However, it's only 5 global cooldown, 5 seconds global cooldown. So I can keep reapplying it with, if I use it with these daggers, you know, like if I'm ranging someone like this, if I use it with these daggers, then I can switch to my others to reapply it as soon as it's gone, you know. At least that's the idea. This was mainly supposed to be a dagger build, but now it's kind of like I'm trying to make something that stands a chance against every build, you know. I'm not trying to make a build that can be hard countered. I'm trying to make a build that kind of works in every scenario, and I'm still working on it, still tweaking on it, and still practicing my combos and stuff. But this is what we got so far. So without further ado, let's get to some PvP, shall we? Oh, by the way, if you don't know why I'm swinging at people like this is pretty much since the creation of V-Rising, the way to ask for a duel, you know? You swing at someone, and usually they swing back in confirmation, and then you fight. You know, that's simple as that. Okay. Wow, okay. Why 2 counters? Why not? Alright. We got him that time. Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? Dude, really? That's gotta be the unluckiest. Look at this, man. gonna be it for this video. We did some PvP, you know, we did good. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm happy with how I did. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or like make myself seem like the best PvP player out there, dude. You're gonna see me win, you're gonna see me lose. It's how it is. It's who I am. It's as good as I am right now, you know. I'm not gonna make a montage of me, you know, like destroying everybody with some sick music, you know, and then me, you know, landing killing blows on the beat, you know. Wink wink. We already did that with Dracula. No, but when it comes to PvP, I like a little transparency, you know, and I like to think I'm pretty good. There are a lot of people who are better than me, and clearly, you know, as that last one showed us, it's the build really matters, guys. It really matters, and my build came up short, you know. Like, I'm hitting that guy, and he's barely taking damage, you know. He was tanky, sure, but the problem is, I'm not sure how he managed to be tanky, do a lot of damage, not lack movement speed, and yeah, that's about it. You know, he didn't lack movement speed, he did damage, and he was also tanky, you know. And I'm supposed to be like full damage, and still, like, I'm lacking, you know. So maybe it's the coatings. Maybe I'm going with too much frost, you know, maybe a little bit condemn. But he didn't put any condemn on me. However, he did use static, you know, so maybe static, maybe that's it. But hey, I don't know. That's a whole topic for another day. So it's on me to research, you know, when I play this game. But yeah, that's what I usually do. I come back for the big patch. I do like a thorough playthrough. I give my feedback, and then I play PvP on and off, you know. It's how it is. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, because another video is coming. We are gonna be playing an indie game by a cool developer who it's a demo, and it is really fun. You'll see. No spoilers, but I promise it'll be great. You'll enjoy it. We'll have the haha moments and everything. It's all gonna be cool. All right, that's about it from me. Peace.